My. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of shook up. I was, woo! Came from Chef Don Don's chat and I saw some things in there that just blew my mind. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It blew my mind. It blew my mind, but then it didn't blow my mind because of who it was that the said issue was with. So I'm just like, Ooh, y'all housewives at BravoCon. All I can say is be ready for the questions. Be ready for some things because I hope some people ask some questions that I would love to know. And it is from one particular housewife that I have a keen question for, you know. And you trifling, and if you know who I'm talking about, because y'all know I light her up on Twitter all the time, and so does Chef Don Don. But anyways, without no further introduction, it is your boy Schoolboy here back with another live video. And I'm here today to talk to you about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is one of my favorites. And the reason why it's one of my favorites is because it's a palate cleanser between Real Housewives of Potomac and Real Housewives of Atlanta, because both of them is just really super toxic for some reason, and this one in Miami kind of cleansed my palate of the toxicity from the fan bases. Um, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like the channel, like the video, comment, and subscribe so y'all can see anything upcoming I have going on. We have a lot of things that we about to jump into coming into November for myself. I'm going to be, when I mean super, 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 super booked and busy, I mean super, super booked and busy. Like, besides being my own, YouTuber and getting back into the swing of things and everything with that nature, I also have my own reality web dating series that's coming out that is being produced by the amazing Chef Don Don. If y'all have not checked out his YouTube channel, y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel. Make sure y'all get in all the know. He got all the tea, all the mess. You know what I'm saying? He is going to be the producer of my web dating reality series. Y'all have been asking me a lot on Twitter about that series. The series actually does not drop until, in guesstimation, should be January, around that time of 2024. Episodes will play on Chef Don Don's channel. That's where y'all can catch it. Y'all will also catch me in episodes of a new web chat room series show where we'll be discussing hot topics and fashion, also on Chef Don Don's channel, which is called Hotline Bling. Our first episode, I think, drops we film our first episode the first week of November. So I'm assuming that you should get your first episode that first week of November. So y'all make sure y'all are looking out for all the things that I'm doing, and y'all make sure y'all get over there to Chef Don Don's page and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and get into everything that I'm into over there. So y'all will get to see me in two things. So I'll be filming two shows on tandem of giving y'all a lot of the reality TV shows that are coming back for Bravo. So I will be doing Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reviews. I will be doing Real Housewives of Miami reviews. I also will be doing Real House Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. And y'all will catch me from time to time on Scotty's panel for Real Housewives of Potomac. So I will be a lot of places doing a lot of things come November. Some things may end up being pre-records instead of live videos, depending on how tired I am. So that is all the great housekeeping. If y'all want to make sure y'all keep up with me all the time and what I'm doing, make sure you follow the Twitter and the Instagram that are scrolling down the screen. If you would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App and the Venmo is also going across the screen. Anything that I talk about today on this show is always going to be a legend and it's spoken in my opinion. So, if you don't like what I say, then it is what it is. So let me go ahead and get right into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to me has amazing production like Real Housewives of Miami. It's something that I wish Real Housewives of Atlanta and Potomac had. It does. It was great. Everybody was complaining on Twitter talking about, well, it started off slow. Well, if you are a true Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fan, you do know that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills starts off slow. It is not a show that starts off fast. They do not throw everything at you at one time. They do take their time to pass out the storyline to make it go flow completely through. I do like the fact that they do ride out the storyline and they do it very well over there and everything flows rather than you be pissed off 2 or 3 episodes in because they're dragging the storylines. Like when I watch Potomac or when I watch Roa, they just drag those storylines to me. I don't understand it, and it's crazy. So, anyways, this is season 13, episode 1. The Eagle Woman has landed. So we open the episode with PK and Dorit. And Dorit is talking about how the group needs healing after last season and everything that's happened. So she's gonna have this Eagle Woman come out and cleanse the group and do all of these things. Which I'm not gonna say the group can't be cleansed, but Lisa Rinna's gone, so most of the toxicity to me is actually gone out of the window at this point. I think Lisa Rinna honestly needed a real legit break from Beverly Hills. I also not going to say that Kathy did or did not say the things that she said. I do think that Kathy, she probably said some things. I mean, family can talk about family to other people. But I do think that Lisa Rinna didn't like Kathy so much that she might have put like 100 on everything because of their beef. So I really, Lisa gone. So I feel like they'll bring Lisa Rinna back at some point. I just don't know when. And it might be after this season that she decides to come back. So anyway, Dorit says, I did touch on it, says Dorit wants to be able to have the group to heal and move on. And PK is cussing, and Dorit's like telling him to calm down with his cussing and things like that. Sorry, people be calling me and I'm live right now. I cannot talk to you. So Dorit invites everybody to the retreat to do some healing. And to talk about I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take somebody back and tell them that I am live. I cannot talk to you right now. So Dorit invites everybody to do healing at the retreat, and PK says good luck with the whole thing because PK already know this retreat and this healing mess is not gonna work. It's probably only gonna last for a few minutes, and it's gonna be in and out, and then everybody's gonna be back to the bullshit. And he's very much so right. So they do like a flashback, a series of FaceTimes of the women talking to each other about what they're wearing to the retreat and everything. So Garcelle and Sutton are in the same black truck talking about what they expect and what this lady's real name is, because Garcelle is like, shoot, ain't nobody walking around named Eagle Lady. Like, that's just not happening. I don't know what y'all think that this lady is not named that. So Kyle gets there first, and she's apprehensive of the ladies due to everything that happened at the reunion with her sister, Lisa Rinna, and how everybody was feeling. And it was just kind of like, I don't know how this is gonna flow out. I'm unsure. So Garcelle says she didn't know they would be on top of a mountain the first meeting. She was expecting them to go to get some drinks and go to the lounge or something. And I was like, girl, please. I thought y'all was gonna do that too, because I love to sit down and watch them eat and talk and just fool la la and enjoy themselves. This one thing that I do like about Beverly Hills better than I do the other franchises is that Beverly Hills has a lot of being able to, it shows the actual glamorous life of what I watch Real Housewives for. I'll be honest. A lot with Potomac, Atlanta, even New Jersey, Salt Lake City. Sometimes some of all that caddy and that mess, some of that mess, that's not what I originally started watching Housewives for. I like to watch Housewives for the glamorous life and the things that you see and the places they get to go and the money. I like to see the money. Okay. No shade to the other franchises, but Beverly Hills, when it comes to the money and the things and the glitz, I love what they're able to show on that franchise. And they've been doing it since day one. So Sutton says she brought she recently bought a horse, and Garcelle's looking at her like, you bought a horse? And I was like, shoot, you bought a horse? Can you come be my sugar mama? Because these bills, okay? I'm unemployed right now, and these bills is killing me. You want it, Sutton? Do you need some kids? An extra a child? Somebody you want to pick up? You want to pick up some of these bills around my house? Because I could sure need to use the help, okay? And Sutton says her horse Santos can pull a carriage. So Erica Jane Ozempic taken behind walks in. Now, you lying, talking about you got hormones. Hormones got you that skinny, Erica Jane. Hormones got you that skinny. Erica Jane, you gonna bust hell wide open with that lie, cause you know daggone well ain't no hormones got you that skinny. That I got cousins, aunties, and everybody that didn't have menopause or that went through the pause, and they ain't never lost no weight. It's them lies stressing you out on on Tom Girardi's indictment. It's them lies. That's what's got you stressed and that Ozempic. You need to stop taking them shots because you look like an 80-year-old grandma, just dried up like a prune. Have y'all seen her lately? Just dried up. And I heard about them $7 Groupon tickets you got down to your little cabaret review or whatever down to the Las Vegas. I wouldn't want to see you anyway. I would rather go to Vegas to see Usher. I'm just saying. So Erica Jane says she's walking in like a man on her own island because Lisa Rinna is gone. Well, you know what, Erica? You were so damn nasty to everybody last season. That's why you in on the island by yourself. Because you were so nasty. You a nasty heifer. Harold, I'm with you. The Bob was bobbing in her confessional. Now, the Bob was given. I ain't gonna hold you. The Bob was given. The Bob was given. I ain't even gonna. The Bob was given. So, so Erica lies and says the hormones is the reason she's skinny, and Dorit's all up in the confession talking about it's Ozempic, and I'm like, we know it's Ozempic, but we gonna let her make it though. We know it's Ozempic. Erica claims in the confessional she's got. So the producers, this is how shady the producers is, and I swear Don probably gonna do this to me in my confessionals on my show. The producer goes, the producer says, so we know that you lost some weight or whatever, and she claims in the confessionals she's on good hormones, so she's got good hormone medication. That's why she didn't lost weight, and it's not Ozempic. Erica, if you want to live in a delusion and the lies, go right ahead, ma'am. We know it's Ozempic. We know it's Ozempic. You don't have to tell us the truth. It's cool. Sutton and Garcelle are asking what this lady's name is and what they're gonna do. The eagle lady is singing about breathing. She got them like also, like you about to have a whole baby all out here in these streets, talking to them. And I'm looking at this lady like, so y'all really finna do all this chanting and stuff. And so once you leave, ma'am, and cleanse all this up, it's going back to hell. I just want you to know that. I don't know if the lady knew that, but I know it's gonna go back to hell. So the ladies are sitting in a circle and they're drinking some sage tea to open up their souls. So the ladies all look confused as hell because I'm sitting there looking at all of them like, what is going on? They chanting. Now, I believe in meditation and I meditate and I do all the things, but I was like, ooh, you got them out here like, I don't know. I was like, ooh, they look confused and I was confused watching the episode. So and Sutton in her confessional says she likes to meditate and she can relax with the Eagle woman. So Dorit says she wants to work through her issues in the group and move forward. And they proceeded to go around the circle and kind of speak with everybody like starts to get off their chest like what the issues is. So Dorit tells Erica she was hurt by what she said at BravoCon when she said Dorit and PK were headed to divorce next. Now they flash to the BravoCon thing. And, Erica's up there and, she says, they ask her the question of whose marriage do you think next is going to survive next? Who's going to go down next? And she's like PK and I didn't want to answer it, but then she says PK and Dorit. Like, Erica, I'm telling you, your life was hell last season and you wanted to make anybody else's life hell with you. And that's why you did what you did. You could have said, I don't want to answer the question and left it at that. But you added PK and Dorit. You did that on purpose. I don't care what you tell nobody. You was dirty for that, Erica thing. And you know what? That's why you dried up over there looking like a prune on that damn Ozempic that you lying and talking about you got good hormones with. Up here lying like that. Harold said, and is that eagle lady was sitting there talking, taking in all this tea. I know I was sitting there taking in all the tea. Hey, lovely 31 friend. Harold said, just like any other franchise, anytime they do a cleanse, the vibe goes from sugar back to ish as soon as the healer leaves. Oh, because you know it's finna go left. It's gonna go there this year. Okay. So we fast forward and we DC'd on the blogs so if we fast forward to real time right now, that same press release that Mauricio and Kyle, that template that they use, Dorit and PK recently used that same template. I'm starting to think y'all just pass around the same template and y'all just take out the names and then copy and paste. They going through some separation right now. Everybody need privacy. Y'all know when y'all a public figure, ain't no privacy. Just like they finna be all up in my business on my dating show, they gonna be all up in y'all business. So I'm just gonna tell y'all that. I know that's and not y'all don't want to hear that, PK and Dorit, but they finna be in your business. So I do think that was a copy and paste template that they used. So Dorit tells Erica she was mean-spirited and says she didn't want to answer that question. And so Erica says she didn't want to answer the question. And Dorit says, well, you acted like you wanted that attention. And she says, no, I didn't. I'm a showman and I gave those people what they wanted. So you being nasty as hell and saying that them people was about to be divorced next, was you being a showman, Erica? You know what, man? I still feel like you're gonna get karma for spending up them victims' money. But you know what? That ain't for me. That's for God to take care of you on. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And that's why, again, you run around here looking like a dried up prune on that Ozempic. And you look about like 89. Y'all gonna have to get up off of that Ozempic. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all gonna have to get off of that Ozempic. It's got y'all looking real bad out here. Everybody is dried up on that Ozempic. I don't know what's going on. So Dorit told her. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Erica said that with everything in her, that came from a deep part in her soul. A deep part in her soul. That's what pissed me off about Erica in that moment, because you could have just stood in it and just said that you don't like Dorit. I would have just, if you would have just told Dorito to her face that you don't like Dorito, we'd have been cool with that. It was the fact that you played on that lady's top and in front of her face and told her that, oh, I don't, it's cool. Like, Dorit pissed me. Erica pissed me off in that moment. So Dorit said she was being a bitch and that it wasn't an explanation of her behavior, and she should have led with an apology first. Y'all know Erica Jane ain't gonna apologize to no damn body, and I don't even know why Dorito even thought that was gonna happen, because that was not gonna happen. She says it was a shady question and she gave a shady answer. And again, You know, Erica, I really wish you would have just went and stood in that with Dorito, because I would have not been upset about it. It was just the fact that you didn't stand in what you said. You said it because you wanted to say it because you don't like Dorito. Just say it. Just say it. And because you miserable and dried up with that Ozempic and ain't got no man, you want everybody to be like you. You're miserable right now in your life, Erica Jane. But you know what? You brought that on yourself. I don't feel sorry. So Erica says, well, is your marriage strong enough? Now, if a heifer would have told me, well, I'm sitting here sipping sage tea with you, is my marriage strong enough? That further iterates that you steady right there just stabbing and poking at me, because you just want a reaction. And Dorit, you was way too calm for me, because I would have said, was your marriage strong enough with Tom? Because as soon as that money dried up and he got indicted, they threw him in an old folks home and you ain't been back since. Because I know that's what I would have said to the heifer. It's crazy. You know, I was just like, ugh. So Erica, so Dorit says she has been through a very challenging year, and Erica is hurting and she's lashing out and she's mean spirited. And Erica, you are all of those things. Okay. Harold said, I'm still trying to get a feel of Erica Jane without outside influences. Harold, you know what it is, and it ain't about no outside influences. Erica Jane is just a nasty person. It is what it is. She nasty, she bitter. The money train has ran out for her, and she trying to find another old man money to run, and she probably can't even find nobody, because at this point, if I knew Erica Jane for her works and the things that in the media about her, I wouldn't mess with her with a 10-foot pole. That's just me. That's just me. Right. She's a mean girl like Brenna, and it ain't gonna work. Exactly. So, you know, Erica with these tears and talking about her life has been challenging too. And they all say things in the group that hurt each other's feelings. And they flash back to all the times everybody has questioned her about the money with the victim. Common sense, the lady helped spend the money. Point blank. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care for Erica Jane. She helped spend them damn victims' money, and I still say she gonna catch karma for that. And for those that don't believe that, that's on you. But Erica Jane was wrong for spending them damn victims' money. I'm sorry. And something in my soul does not believe that lady did not know where that money came from. Okay, it's just different rules for them when it comes to the law. And you know, it is what it is. Oh, Lord, Harold said, oh, I know all about that tight face Renner. Lisa Renner face is tight. She didn't pull that shit back so many times. I don't think she could even pull it back no more. Erica says she was getting hit from all sides, and she begins to cry and apologizes if she was ever rough or malicious in the group to anyone or hurt their feelings. She felt low, etc. And Erica, you could have kept that lie, because Garcelle clocked you right in that moment. Garcelle says she doesn't 100% trust it. She sees her being vulnerable, but she's not sure if she really trusts it. She says that she wants to give Erica a chance, but basically, I see you. Hey. Novella Clyburn said she knew and was in on. I still, you know what? I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, that lady was in on that stuff. I do not believe that she didn't know. I don't. I do not. I think she got the skin color for the protection of the people. And that's what's have allowed her to get away with it. But had that been a woman of color, she would have been under the jail next to Jen Shaw. I'm just gonna tell you that. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Kyle says everything happened with Kathy strained all of her relationships with everybody in the group. She was upset and she was emotional. She felt like she was drifting out to sea and expected more from Dorit and Sutton, given she has known both of them for longer. So she felt like Sutton and Dorit should have been really that anchor. for her, and she felt like Sutton and Dorit just kind of left her out there. Well, kind of honestly, some people don't want to get. I mean, Kyle, let's be real. Some people don't want to get involved with family issues. The issues, if you know anything about the Hilton's history, not reality TV, not Kim and Kyle and Kathy from reality TV. If you know Hilton history from way back when, you know they have always had issues as a family way before reality TV. I think reality TV made it worse over time, and it made it more like a huger issue. And it was really deep, and they ain't never really got over that stuff. They got some childhood trauma in with some, familyhood mess. It's a lot more than this reality TV show. And I think that reality TV show hurt the family more than what it was. Chef, you right. Garcelle always peeps Erica. But Kyle stay bullying Sutton, in my opinion. She do. That's, I'm going to say my opinion on that, because I really feel like Kyle in some ways is not happy in her life in a lot of ways, and more ways than one. And that's the reason why she hates on Sutton, because Sutton is actually happy with her life. And Kyle's not happy. So she was, she said she was upset. She was emotional. She felt like she was drifting out to sea. She expected more from Dorit and Sutton since she known them longer. She says that she knows Sutton is social and wanted to go to Kathy Hilton's parties because of all the people there. Garcelle chimes in and says she was confused by Kyle and says she wasn't addressing the people that were actually coming for her family. We all know she was basically referring to Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane, because remember, they was tag teaming last year. Let's not act like some people, just like I said, don't like to get into family issues because they don't know what they stepping into. And with that, Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane really pouncing in with Kathy and Kyle, that mess got messy. I don't care what nobody say. So feels like Garcelle is really not getting, so Kyle feels like Garcelle is really not getting that Kathy is the one that created all of this by coming for her and her family. Again, I'll say I do think that Kathy said some things. Do I think she said everything that Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane implied? Hell no. I think she said some of the things, but also we don't know if Kyle has ever said anything to Lisa and Lisa Rinna and Erica about her sister. We saw a lot of things that were said, but to me, I don't feel that we got enough full circle, in my opinion. Family stuff can be a little bit tricky. So Kyle begins to cry and says she's had so many incidents with Kathy, who has called her and unleashed on her on the phone with her temper. Kyle says when she calls, when her sister calls her, she literally panics. So basically she's saying she's getting panic attacks. But every time her sister calls, I don't know if they got like, you know how you got siblings where the older sibling bullies the younger sibling, and it's just like some dynamics that you don't really get. I don't know if that's really what it is with Lisa and them. I mean, not Lisa, excuse me, with Kyle and Kathy, but that was the tease that it gave me. Harold said, what was Lisa doing sticking her nose in sister's business anyway? That was between Kathy and Kyle. Absolutely. I felt like that too. Lisa ain't had no damn business bringing her tight face into that, but she felt like she needed to for whatever reason. And somebody put the battery in her back to make her feel like she needed to do that. Because I didn't even understand why she was all up in them people business in the first damn place. Lisa had no reason to be in their business. So, let's see. They wrap up the healing thing and by Sutton saying she wants everybody to be better friends to each other going forward, and the group ends up hugging. Now, you know, when they end up hugging at one of these healing sessions, you know it's going to go back. It's going to go from sugar to ish very soon. So in the next scene, Sutton opens up about The next scene opens up with Sutton at her store, and her assistant Avi is taking down tasks that they need to get done. Sutton tells him she bought a horse named Santos and put him on her Amex card. And Avi's eyes like literally bug outside of his head, like, what? You put a horse on your Amex card? Let me tell you something. I don't know if I told Chef this, but Chef is here in the chat, so he gonna know. That's the level of rich that I want to be at. That the point that I want to go buy an exotic animal or go buy a horse or go buy something random. I could just slide out my black card and say, go on and put it on the card. And don't even worry about the bill, because you know Amex, you got to pay that the full balance every 30 days. That I will be able to go ahead and pay that every 30 days. Just rich. Like, I want to be so rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be Jim Jones balling rich. Like, when I wake up, like, it feel like money just raining down on me rich. Okay. When you can go just slide your car for a horse. A horse. Now, I don't even ride horses, but I would just buy one because I could afford to upkeep the horse. You know what I'm saying? I would just buy it just for the fact that I could just blow off the money. Like, it just was like, damn, Sutton. Again, Sutton, if you see this review and you may or may not see this review, call me. Okay? If you need a tax write-off, a cute tax write-off as a kid, I got you. You can just pay my bills and get you a cute little tax write-off. Just say it's charity at the end of the year. I'm just saying, you out here buying horses on the Amex. So she says the horse spoke to her with his eyes, and that's what it was. Her friend Jennifer Tilly shows up at her store for lunch. She's her best friend, and they travel together a lot. They go to all the fashion shows across the world, and they do, everything together. Sutton says in her confessional they were traveling, and she put one of Jennifer's caramels in her ear by accident, thinking it was an earbud, and then they had a hard time getting it out. So they begin to joke that Avi basically is Sutton's everything, literally her everything. He's like her house manager, her house butler. He is her personal assistant. Like, this man does everything. And I'm trying to get Avi's job. What I got to do, who I got to apply with, because, I'm unemployed right about now, and I need a job. I ain't even going to hold you. Sutton, you can fly me out. I'll work for you on the side. Okay? They sit down to eat, and Sutton explains she wants to show her success to her ex-husband. And Jennifer is like, no. She begins to explain that her and her ex-husband were married. Basically, they were equals. She was working, and then she got pregnant, and he told her to stop working. And so that changed everything. He told her to stay home, and she expresses that she lost her power. When that change happened, she got an allowance, and she realized the allowance eventually could be taken away. Like, it wasn't her money. He was giving her an allowance every month, but she realized that, well, if he get mad one day, he don't have to give me my allowance. And that was basically her wake-up call. She now wants to show her kids that financial freedom and is not to be in that situation as well. Sutton says she doesn't want to be completely dependent on spousal support, which Sutton gets like $300,000 a month in spousal support. Sutton also got like $1.25 million in a settlement payout. She also got houses in, I think they said Aspen, Georgia, California, 2 minor league baseball teams, and something else. A tree lumber business. So she got broke off in her settlement. Okay, Ashley Darby, you need to take notes. Matter of fact, Ashley Darby, you might want to call Sutton so the next time you out here trying to gold dig, you dig right and don't get yourself messed up like you are over there with Michael and ain't locked in, and that's why you can't go nowhere, because that's really what didn't happen to you. Just call a spade a spade. But she says she doesn't want to be dependent on that $300,000 a month with the spousal support. She wants her own income outside of that. That's why she opened her store, Sutton. She wants to build. She wants to build herself up, take herself and build herself up. She wants to show her ex that she is more than just a housewife. So I thought that was dope. But I'm gonna tell you again, Ashley Darby, take notes. That's if you was really trying to go dig, you should have called Sutton. Sutton could have helped you. I'm just gonna say Sutton could have helped you. I don't know what you over there trying to do with Michael, but it ain't gonna work. So in the next scene, Erica goes for her therapy session, and I really don't understand how Erica Jane is going to therapy and you are still a nice, nasty bitch. It's just the therapy either ain't helping or you ain't using the tool. Because I don't understand. She says she's been going to therapy for 2 years and it's helped her organize her emotions. Again, has it helped you organize your emotions to be a bitch? Because that's all I've seen the organization of the emotions have been. I don't understand. They then speak about Tom and the fraud and how it was everywhere and it was all a lot to deal with. Again, I still say you help fraud and spend that money. The details on and they flash to all the news, giving all the details on how Tom Girardi financed their life with the stolen settlement money. She says how she was happy she was not a part of that indictment. She cannot stop people from thinking that she did anything wrong. And Erica Jane, I'm one of those people you would never get me to stop thinking that you did something wrong because I just feel that you did. I don't know. My spirit just say that you did. I cannot fathom that money came into that household and you didn't know what the hell was going on. I can't. I can't. But if that's what you want to go with that lie, go ahead. Her therapist basically says when he does die, because she says when Tom is older and he's going to die eventually. So the therapist says basically when he does die, you will grieve in a different way and it will affect her. Erica says she states as long as she's, because she doesn't really feel like, Erica doesn't feel like it's really going to affect her when he dies. I do think it's going to affect her because you're still going to flash back to all the things that happen, and whether they're good memories, bad memories, good things that you think about with Tom, not good things that you think about with Tom, you're still going to remember the things with Tom. It just is. So the therapist says she'll be fine as long as she ain't mixing liquor with her Lexapro. Then they flash to the scene where she yells at Garcelle's son because she was mixing her depression, anxiety medication with alcohol. I know from firsthand experience with people in my family, when you mix those types of medications with the alcohol, you do become a nasty person. And that's what we saw. Now, do I think that all of that is medication, her mixing the liquor with the medication? No. I just think that Erica Jane has a nasty spirit. I don't think all of that is that. No, I don't. So Erica says she's off the Lexapro and she explains how Dorit was mad at her about the BravoCon comment about her marriage. She explains she wants to be a better friend, and the therapist says, well, you have to empathize with them and what they are going through. She asks, how can you do that? Now, you telling me as a human being, you don't know how to empathize with your friends when they're going through things? I call BS on Erica Jane on that. I just feel like you're a selfish person. You nasty, you manipulative, and if it ain't about you, then that's just what it is. I don't think that it has anything to do with you not being able to empathize. You don't want to empathize with your friends. You don't want to even act like you half human half of the time. It's not about me. You don't care. We see this so much with people making excuses about why they can't empathize with others, and it ain't even about you empathizing with others. You just being nasty. That you just nasty. It ain't in you to empathize. You don't want to empathize with people. And that's the sad part about it. Carol said, and Garcelle should have let Erica have it because she should have never cussed at my son like that. I'm telling you. Oh, it would have been on. But I understand. Garcelle trying to keep her jobs and not be nasty on TV, but I'd have cussed you out in private. Wouldn't have been about not about my kid. So she asked the therapist how she can be a better friend, yada yada yada. She says she can't empathize. She has to put herself in her friend's shoes and take the high road. Erica laughs and is basically like, that's kind of hard. Erica ain't gonna take no high road. She always gonna ride that shit to hell, and we know that because that's just how Erica is. So the next scene opens up with Dorit and PK, and they're eating, and she asks him, "Is he gonna eat the salad?" And he says, "I had a lot of salad earlier. You missed it." I can tell Dorit. PK is annoyed by Dorit. I'm just gonna tell you, that's how I see it on this show. He's highly annoyed by Dorit. He has no interest of being around Dorit. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I would be annoyed by Dorit as well. Dorito, I couldn't do Dorito 24/7, 7 days a week. And I just think PK stay gone working because he don't want to deal with Dorit and her drama and her being over dramatic about everything. I just feel like she's over dramatic about everything. So Kyle comes in. So she asked Dorit. Dorit asked PK, "Do you think Kyle will want pizza?" He says no. Judging by her pictures lately, she's probably will only want some water. So Kyle comes in and PK offers her some non-alcoholic gin because Kyle has not drank anything for 7+ months. They flash back to her at Garcelle's party last season, and she explains that she didn't like her behavior and she wanted to feel better overall. Dorit says she is glad that Kyle is getting to a better space. And she said that she saw Kathy at Sutton's holiday party and they are cordial and they spoke. So basically, you might as well say Kyle and Kathy are not on speaking terms. Pretty much. Like, I see you, you my sister, but I don't really bang with you like that. Did you hear Sutton spill that little bit of tea about the woman being in PK's car? Yes. Now, okay, y'all remember when PK had that DUI? Allegedly, according to what Sutton heard on the streets, there was a woman inside the car with PK when he had that DUI incident. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's the word on the curb. And Sutton dropped that tea inside her confessional. This is why I love Sutton. So, which was funny, because she dropped that tea like, bloop, just in case y'all didn't know. So, Kyle says she didn't deserve how Kathy treated her, and people uphold her in her bad behavior. That's an issue. She also acknowledges that she is a part of that because she never held her accountable either, and it's taken her a long time to get to this point and to stand up for herself. Again, family issues. Big sister allegedly bullying little sister, and they got some family stuff going on. Dorit says she understands, and she had a horrible year due to her PTSD, and PK was always in London, and she felt disconnected from him. I'm telling you, PK got us. Look, y'all. I don't know that PK got a side piece, but I feel like PK got a side piece, and he tired of Dorito, and he trying to figure out a way to get about that marriage, but he don't want to be with her. I can't see that he wants to be with Dorit. He looks like he's highly annoyed when he was walking around that house with that damn wine. I said, you know what? PK looking for an exit plan. I don't know who that exit plan is gonna be, but he's looking for an exit plan. If he ain't already got an exit plan, he might do. I hope he don't do her like Lenny Holstein did Lisa Holstein on Miami. That's all I'm gonna say. Dorit, I hope you got some money and somewhere to go just in case it go left. She then questioned if they would make it. Kyle says it's normal to feel that way. She's been there before too with Mauricio. Kyle says you grow together or you grow apart, but y'all have pulled it back together. I don't think it's pulled back together over there, but that's just my opinion. Kawan says, I don't feel bad for Dorit, Kyle, or Erica. I don't either. Them heifers, I don't feel bad for none of them. And those got what they put out as the Fab Five. Show did. Karma. It's coming. So this next scene opens up with Garcelle and her sons, Jade and Jax, and they get off the highway to get gas, and she's directing Jax on how to pay at the pump and put the fuel in. They go to the beach and they have a picnic, and Garcelle's son says Garcelle says that she has been working a lot and filming a show in Atlanta, but she misses spending time with the boys, but she has to work. As a single mom, she's got to work. They sit down on the beach and they start talking, and Jade talks about his girlfriend, Ashlyn, which I thought was so cute. And Garcelle says how romantic and how much she loves that he's in love. Jade says he wants to stay at his mom's another week, and she says, okay, as long as it's, okay with your dad is okay with it, because they go back and forth between both homes. Jax expresses that he doesn't like going back and forth between both houses. She was away 3 weeks before, and it was hard on them, and Jade is explaining this to her, and she asks him, well, how did that make you feel? He says his friends don't live around his dad's house, and it's boring. So I can tell, okay, even though Jade and Jax are twins, I can already tell, like, in this scene, for me, Jade likes being with Garcelle more. Jax likes being with his daddy. They got two different personalities, and twins, y'all always know, twins always share two different personalities. I can see that Jade is very laid back. Jax is real. He's got a mouth, and he's real opinionated, and you can tell the difference. I picked it up right off bat. So Garcelle says she feels guilty that she has to work, and it takes her away sometimes. She says she wants them to tell her how they feel about her leaving. She says not that it can stop her commitment that she's already made to work, but at least she knows how they feel. Jax says he wants more freedom. And he doesn't, and she says, well, he doesn't let her parent him. And take care of them when he's sick. What I gathered when he said he wanted more freedom, and a lot of people were arguing with this on Twitter. When kids at 15 say they want more freedom, it's because they think they know it all, and you feeling yourself and you smelling yourself and you think you know everything. Okay. Daddy probably lets Jax do whatever he wants. And Daddy lets Jax do whatever he wants. And Jax likes being over at Dad's house. Garcelle is more structure. And she gives that the African American mother role. When they go over to Pop's house, he giving them, that role over there. And it's way different over there than it is at home, because mama gonna be on your behind. That's why. Because I'm telling you, at 15, you don't know every damn thing. I understand you 15 and privileged. You got a different type of privilege, and you come for money, and that's what you've been around. But bruh, you didn't even know how to put gas in the car and fill the gas tank up. You didn't even know how to pay at the pump. So slow your jets. You ain't that damn grown. I'm gonna just say you ain't that damn grown. You think you grown, but you not grown. Suge and Pac's mama said he's more of the white part in him. Let's keep it a buck. It is, but it also is. When you have parents that are divorced, sometimes one parent will allow you to get away with murder at their house, and the other parent doesn't. And it's clear they don't have the same type of parenting style, which is a problem. I get that, but if Garcelle didn't want, they wouldn't be able to afford that life to live. They live. That's what Jax needs to realize. I think Jade understands that. Jade does. Okay, and Jade just want to be with his boo. You're right, 100%. Jay just want to be with his boo. He don't even care about all that. And like I said, he is the laid back twin. Jax is that one. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I ain't gonna say it because y'all already know. I was raised in a different era. You wouldn't have been able to say that. I wouldn't have been able to say that to my mama and had lips afterwards. I'm gonna just say that. He says he understands where she's coming from when she wants to parent But he needed that 2 years ago, and he completely knows what to do. He raised himself. Again, Jax, you need to slow your roll, bro. You ain't raised nothing. If you, bruh, you can go out here and come and get some of these bills. Come and get some of these bills. Because I'm going to tell you, at 37, I wish I could go back to when I didn't have no bills and no responsibility. You walking around with name brand clothes, riding around in a Range Rover, living the best life in 90210 zip code. Sir, you don't even know struggle, work, or nothing. You need to, I'm just, I can't. You know, these privileged children, I can't. Because you didn't raise yourself. Garcelle says she did work. She knows that she wasn't there 100% of the time. He does tell her he doesn't need to be parented anymore. Sir, we all need to be parented. I don't care if you 3 or 33. I don't care if you 37 or 15. We all want our parents to parent us at some point in time. We all want our parents to be there. We still go, I'm grown to still go to my parents at times. I ain't even gonna hold you. We all grown and still go to our parents at times. So I didn't even want to hear all that from no 15-year-old, but I'm gonna just go ahead and let you make it because you're 15 and you still wet behind the ears. Okay, still got that breast milk around here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you make it. I just simply thinks he likes the freedom daddy gives him, and that's just really what it is. Garcelle says she feels like a failure. Garcelle, you are not a failure. Your son is just spoiled and really is still young and he don't get it. Let him get out here and get some bills. You should not feel bad about being an absentee mother at all. You have to work to provide the life that he lives. Let him go around some of these kids' lives that don't have half of what he has, and then tell me how he should feel about that. I was raised in the 90s, and my black mama would have knocked my head off talking like that. I'm just telling you, that's that white side of him speaking. We know. Garcelle shouldn't feel bad about that. It's not like she's an absentee mother. No, she shouldn't. She apologized for not being there. He apologizes for his part as well. Garcelle asked Jay, does he have anything to say? He says no, he just missed his girlfriend, which I thought was so cute. So the next and last and final scene, we get to Mauricio and Kyle. So Kyle is coming downstairs. She gets a little bit of coffee. And Mauricio is in his office working and talking about his schedule. Kyle hears him say he can't go to Coachella due to a schedule conflict. Kyle's ears perk up harder than a Doberman pincher. Like, you got time to go to Coachella? Excuse me? Who the hell are you going to Coachella with? I just wanted to know what Mauricio, Mauricio, who was you going to Coachella to? I don't even want to know. Whatever. So at that point, Kyle walks into his office, irritated, asking him to talk. And is he done wrapping up planning his golf schedule? Because he was also planning the days he was going to be able to golf and vacation. He hangs up with his assistant, Jane, and she comes into the room and says they need to talk about their schedules. And she says, well, I see you're really busy. That was shade. Okay. I love seeing Garcelle with her boys, excuse me, young men. I do too. Kyle is insufferable. So they in here talking about their schedules, right? He says at Portia's spring break, he has to go to Portugal, but they can make it a family trip. Kyle says she can't go to Portugal. She has to work herself. It don't work with her schedule. And Mauricio was looking good in that scene. Okay? He was looking good. I ain't gonna hold you. Mauricio was looking good. He was all, teeth white. He was popping, okay? He was looking good, a little sweater, he got a little swag about him. So she says he and her have been working nonstop, and that's been a challenge for her and him since they're scheduling meetings to go over their schedule to make time for one another. He says he sees her working out and really changing her lifestyle. Kyle says after being let down by friends and family and having difficulty in their marriage, it has given her a new outlet. He says she looks good, and he notices that she has another tattoo. So, sir, you ain't know. So you ain't know that your wife had a new tattoo. You don't pay attention, because I'm gonna tell you, anything that I'm with or anybody that I'm with, I'm gonna know every crevice of your body. If anything show up there different that ain't been there that I don't know, I'm looking. Okay, so he was looking good. I ain't even gonna hold you. Now, if I had to switch over there to the bat and balls, Mauricio could get it. Okay. So Suge and Pac's mama said allegedly Kyle and took a trip to the Lady Pond. I don't think that they really did anything. I just think that I think Kyle is setting boundaries with everybody, and Kyle is in a different mindset, and it's like either get on board with it or don't. And Kyle don't want to be around nothing that she feel is not in line with her mindset right now, because she's not drinking no more. Her mind is clear. She's working out constantly. I just think that Kyle ain't got time for the BS no more. And I do think that a lot of that stuff that happened on that show really did affect a lot more than what we saw on the cameras. That's just my opinion. Now, do I think she done dipped up in that lady Kool-Aid? I don't know, because that ain't my business. That ain't my business. Okay. All I'm worried about is the Kool-Aid I'm dipping in. So he noticed she had another tattoo. He said, "How many do you have?" And she says she has 5 now. He looked at her like, seriously? And then she begins to show him all of them. He says he only knew of 3, and she says, "Well, maybe if you maybe you should be looking at my body closer." And I was like, "Ooh, that was shade." So that means y'all ain't hunching, is y'all? Y'all not hunching. Kyle, Mauricio, y'all not hunching. Y'all not doing no things together. So Mauricio, who you hunching on? Cause you're not gonna tell me with all that skin and body that you with the Vaseline. I can't. You sitting over there with Astroglide. I don't believe that. Somebody hunching on somebody, and I don't know who it is, but something ain't right around there. I don't know. You know, me and Chef was talking about this one day, and Chef said he don't believe that anything really going on. They just doing some good acting. I don't know what's going on around there. I need to see the rest of the season. This is episode 1, so I don't know, but something ain't right around there. So she says this is a symptom of them not spending time together. She says he used to notice everything. Now he don't notice nothing. He says, I think that's enough. Says 5 tattoos are a lot. And she just basically told him it's her body. She gonna do with it what she want to do. And it don't even matter what he gotta say. And Mauricio was like, excuse me? And she said, it's my body, my choice, and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. I don't know what you're talking about and what gas you puffing on, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I said, ooh, she's sassy. So she says after everything with her sister and family, she does not want to answer to anyone. And she says you can do all the right things and still get it messed up. So she's going to do the things she wants. And she's absolutely right. You can make your life be as perfect as you want your life to be. You can do all the right things. You can say all the right things. You can be all around all of the right people, and things still may potentially go left. That is just a part of life. And in all honesty, I'm gonna just be real with you. I have been there before. So now I'm just at a point where I set boundaries with people as well. I do what I want. I don't have to answer to nobody, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. Now, either you can get on the bus, or you cannot get on the bus. You know, but I just really feel like Kyle is in a different space. I don't know what's really going on with her and Mauricio. I'm gonna need some more episodes to really see what the true tea is. But I'm not really I'm not understanding that you don't know, sir, what's going on with your wife's body. I'm not understanding that man is all over there looking with how he looking and he ain't hunching on his wife. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. I don't know if they acting over there. I don't know what's going on. Felicia said, I'm with Chef Don. Kyle and Mo acting is poor acting, all them facial expressions. And I don't know what's going on. Chef said it's giving Broadway, not Broadway. Should they have signed up to be on The Wiz? With Candy and Todd? Maybe they should have been on The Wiz. Oh, I forgot that's black. Sorry, they couldn't have been on that. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead on that. So he says you don't have to be rebellious about it. And she says it's not about everyone else, it's about her and what she wants. And it's clear Kyle is setting boundaries with everybody. Again, that was the end of the episode. I don't know what they doing around there at their house, but it just ain't. I don't know. Jeff said he think they faking. I don't know what they doing, y'all. I can't honestly. I don't know. It is giving a Broadway tea. It is giving an acting tea. It is giving that, and I don't really understand why they're doing what they're doing. I don't know if it's because Kyle really does need a storyline, and without Kathy and there's really no resolve to that portion. So y'all had to switch it over here. Now I don't know what's up with her and that lady Morgan, whatever her name is, because I don't know nothing about them people. But they still hanging out and kicking it together. That lady got Kyle first initial tattooed on her. Something right? I don't know, but I don't know. Harold says, side note, I'm looking at a pic of Mauricio's IG of him in the gym. And why Kyle in the comments talking about it must be Ozempic. That tickled me. See, that right there, Don, that's why I'm saying, Chef Don, I'm telling you, I don't know, are y'all trolling? What is the real deal with the relationship? What is the real deal with the relationship? Okay, y'all got some stuff going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Kyle and them. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, y'all. I don't even know what's going on with them. I'm confused. I want y'all to. I do want to say this before I go, though. And I wanted to say this because I know a lot of people go through a lot of things on a daily basis, and sometimes we don't have enough inspiration, or people don't give us enough inspiration, or sometimes people try to cage us up by our past. I just want to let y'all know that no matter what people may say about you, your past does not define you. As you move forward in your life, that doesn't hold anything to weight to who you are now and today. And don't let nobody define that by you. And just keep going. Chase your dreams, chase everything that you want to do everything that your heart desires that you want to do. But don't forget to keep going. The hell with what people say, because people gonna talk good, bad, or indifferent. Please make sure y'all support my brother Chef Don. He just did a live before I came over here, exposing Sheree Whitfield out here in these streets, over there sending cease and desist letters to the young man that went ahead and did her fashions for season 14. And we also found out in the chat that Sheree Whitfield, you are out here scamming folks and not giving them their products. You trifling heifer. So if y'all see them designs at BravoCon, just know that heifer is out here scamming. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Chef Don's video. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe on this video. Y'all make sure y'all check out Hotline Bling, which is also being executive produced and being hosted by Chef Don. It will include me on the cast, Millie Chan TV. It will also Shay Lissette, Chase, Omar, and there's somebody else that I know that I am forgetting, and Chef Don Don, I believe. I got it all correct, I think. That will be premiering in November, somewhere around January 2024. We will be premiering School of Love. I will start filming for both shows very, very soon. Okay. And Chef, I hope you don't cuss me out of my comments, telling me that I shouldn't have went ahead and gave y'all this much damn information. But other than that, y'all make sure y'all tune into everything that's going on. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell button. I appreciate y'all spending time with me this afternoon. I'm finna go make me a margarita and go mind my business. Something that people should try to do. I know that's hard for some folks, but some of y'all should try to mind the business that pays you. It will help you in this work. So y'all check me out next week when I will be back here next Wednesday at 1:00 on the next Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. And then next week when we get into Real Housewives of Miami, and then we'll get into Married to Medicine, and we'll get into Potomac. So we about to be pushing it, and I'm about to get on y'all damn nerves all November, December, till January, all the way until next year. So until the next time I see y'all. Love y'all.